And plenty of reds in possible positions now.
$27.
Yeah, nicely controlled positional shot. What a chance he's given himself here. The reds he needs couldn't be better situated.
$36.
Already this week, Jimmy White has beaten Stephen Hendry here
43.
for the first time in 8 attempts at Wembley.
44.
He also played extremely well to beat Peter Ebdon last evening. And the way he's playing tonight, he's in with an excellent chance of overcoming another big name to reach tomorrow's final.
Yeah, it's just giving us plenty of thought. This positional shot now could be the key to this frame. He's a little bit low. But this red
51
will pot into the right corner. He doesn't have to do a lot. There you see, 53 ahead, 75 remaining. Red colour red required. And that was okay.
52.
He didn't have to do a lot with the red, just roll it in, serve to be on the pink. But he needs one more red to clinch the frame at this visit. There was lots of mistakes made in this frame. And I was saying who was going to make the one that would cost him. And it looks at the moment that Ronnie has made the last mistake. As I say, Jimmy White needs pink and one more red. $60 points in front, 67 possibly left.
58.
He's played for the red to the right corner. Just the red required.
Safely in. White's going to go the odd frame ahead for the third time in the match. And the nearer the end of the match it is,
66.
the more important that one frame lead is.
$73. 74.
White develops the red, but not to advantage. He's happy enough with that break of 80 though. Again, it puts him a frame in front. He leads by 4 frames to 3.
So Jimmy White just nicks ahead. Ronnie O'Sullivan, personal problems have weighed heavily on his mind throughout his snooker career, but coming into this tournament it seemed Ronnie was in a very relaxed frame of mind.
I'm at peace with myself, which is obviously very important. So when you're at peace with yourself, I don't think the result matters that much at all. You know, obviously I come here to do my best, and, you know, I'd love to win for my family, you know, my mum, my sister, my dad. You know, I know, because it means so much to them. But, you know, it's, taking things too seriously sometimes is not probably the best way to enjoy yourself. So, you know, for me, it's just a game. I don't think a game of snooker should dictate how we actually are as human beings. And if you do, then, you know, snooker can be quite a punishing thing to you as a human being, you know, and I choose to not allow that to happen to me.
Everyone has to play to their strengths, and that's the way Ronnie's going about it at the moment. But it's a vintage white, sort of bottle it up. It's fantastic. Premier Crew, get a case of it.
Yes, I mean, not for nothing was he the best or second best player during the 90s in the World Championship, our biggest stage. He is a great pressure player, a great match player. If you can do it at the Crucible, you can do it here.
Yeah, that's the thing that's impressed me more than anything. He's always been able to play the game, we know that, but he's holding himself together very well this week. That's been the one big difference. He's not quite as quick as he used to be around the table, but he's got a lovely tempo, a lovely rhythm, and he is holding himself together very good. When pressure balls are coming up, he's giving them a little bit of extra time, and he's knocking them in the hole.
And some of these shots are just absolutely pure Jimmy White, aren't they?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, this is a tricky position. He could be entitled to be a bit disappointed, thinking he'd be on something a bit easier. But, you know, that's a lovely controlled shot. Nice smooth follow through and on the blue.
Of course, the great thing about Jimmy is that he doesn't change his game. He still maintains a very aggressive attacking style of play, very much in the vein of the modern day players, and probably Jimmy was the most modern day player of the 80s. At the time, everybody thought he was a bit too devil-may-care. As it's turned out, that is now the style that's played.
The evolution of Jimmy White's career is a fascinating book. It's a fascinating case study for someone.
I would like to explain that one. I mean, I've had a troll through his book a couple of times and read a few things, and I mean, I don't know how he got up to half of the things he got up to, but it's absolutely fantastic that 20 years later from being in the final in '84, here he is a couple of frames away from being in another one.
His relationship with the crowd, his relationship with his family and the people that follow him around on the circuit, it's very infectious. He makes everyone feel part of the team.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody wills him to win. You know, it's no disgrace to sort of, even if the commentators actually sort of are on his side, everybody's on his side. It's very hard not to be, I think, Jimmy White. He's been such a great asset to the game.
And in a way, whatever you say about Jimmy, Ronnie, in some ways, was a younger version, because he's complex, he does things his own way. At the moment, he's been incredibly relaxed and laid back. But he has the A-game too, that can take anybody on.
Well, he's very, very attacking. And, you know, I wouldn't like to back anybody here, Ray, because these are both capable of winning frames in very quick fashion.
Quite right, John. You wouldn't pick a winner here. Back to the commentary box.
Well, O'Sullivan has at least covered the red right of picture, which is very often the sort of red that the player responding to the break-off attempts, and if he's playing well, knocks in.
Wow, what a marvellous shot that was from Jimmy White. He came off the two cushions, but you watch out when we can show you again how it straightens up off the second cushion. Look for all the world as though he played it too hard, but he was playing it with a lot of check side. But that's a good safety shot from Ronnie once again. Cue ball tight against that baulk cushion. Well, that's a bit fortunate. We always say that when you play the safety, you're trying to get the cue ball as close as you can to the baulk cushion. There, Jimmy just overhit it slightly. Well, I thought it was a snooker. Maybe it isn't. I don't know whether Ronnie can get to the potting angle of the furthest one away from us as we look down that line. I'm not certain he can hit enough of it, unless he tries to bend it, and that would be risky. No, couldn't get enough of it. Just to contain his safety. Shouldn't be any problem now for Jimmy White to get this cue ball back to the baulk end and the baulk cushion.